Prognosis, prognosis, prognosis. Hey, we got around to running some of the CZ, the Casio CZ-1, CZ-1, CZ-1. Is that how you say it? Auf Deutsch. We got around to running it through the Erebus. The filter predominantly. What you'll hear is just the Casio CZ-1 sounds coming through the filter. Comes across really kind of cool. Anyway, running the CZ through this, it's kind of like a meeting of old and new, although ironically the old is the digital synth and the new is this classic style analog filter and synth, the Dreadbox Erebus. I started out just kind of playing the CZ synth by itself so you can hear how it sounds, the filter sweep emulation, and then we get into playing it through the Erebus, the analog filter, and hearing how that sounds, and it's pretty awesome, I have to say. So sit back, relax, enjoy the old meets new, and hopefully you like it, and cheers. Okay, a quick example or demo of the CZ all by itself. You can find some good information online explaining how the wave shaping or the phase distortion actually works. But as a lot of people have already commented and written about, shaping the wave kind of emulates a sweeping filter as it alters the harmonic content. So this is basically two saw waves, and again there are 8 waves to choose from. Number 1 is the saw wave, just sweeping, or what sounds like sweeping. It's actually shaping the waveform. Square wave. Pulse wave. Full sine. Number 5, I don't remember what that's called. It looks like it's a cross between a sine and a saw wave. Maybe it's a saw sine wave. And then Casio has these 3 really cool resonant waves, or emulating resonance. Resonant saw, resonant sine, and resonant trapezoid maybe. Okay, number 6, resonant saw. I've always loved that wave. Resonant sine wave. Kind of sounds like the transporter from Star Trek. Okay, and resonant trapezoid wave. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an example of what the CZ all by itself sounds like, emulating this resonance sweep. And now we'll hook it up and you'll hear it running through the Erebus. The waves will be maxed as loud or as much full harmonic content as they can get. which would sound something like this. We'll run through them again real quick. Okay, now running through the Erebus. Okay, so the Casio CZ-1, for my Commonwealth friends out there, the CZ-1 is now running through the Erebus. The filter is wide open, meaning it shouldn't be sculpting the sound much, but as I clarified in my review of the Erebus, it has a little bit of natural resonance built into the filter, so I'm not sure if that's affecting it with it wide open. Doesn't sound like it is much, if it is affecting it. So again, that's a standard Casio saw wave, and so let's run it through the filter and see what it sounds like, okay? I have to admit, it sounds, I think, fairly creamy. A little creamier than just the phase distortion modulation by itself. Although I also have to admit, the CZ, that emulation of a filter sweep is pretty good for a digital synth. Nope, not near as awesome and warm as an analog, but hey. Raise the resonance a little bit. Again, this is still just a saw wave. You can kind of hear a little resonance. You can kind of already hear a little resonance. Let's add some more anyway. Let's go through the waveforms, see how that sounds. So, saw wave, we already heard. Square wave. Okay, pulse wave. That almost makes it sound like a high pass filter. The pulse wave running through it seems to take off some of the low end. Not that it had a lot of low end on it in the first place. So now the pulse sine. Okay. This is the saw square wave, whatever you want to call it, number 5. Now the Casio was never what I would call a super bright synthesizer, although it is really good for bells and stuff. I could never get that super high resonant squeal that I wanted from a keyboard, but it wasn't really built to do that, so. Okay, now it's a resonant saw wave, number 6. Interesting. Number 7. Number 8, resonant trapezoid wave. It offers some interesting sculpting options there. Now we're going to try, let's go back to, let's metallicize it a little bit. You can also combine waveforms on here, like number 2 square and number 3 pulse. And this is what it sounds like running through the filter. Let's add some ring modulation to it. Bring down the resonance. Bring the resonance back up. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Okay, now we're going to go back and do what I really wanted to do with this synthesizer, at least the first Casio CZ that I bought. Solo portamento. Yes, the Casio CZ had portamento glide, but what it couldn't do, which is the same thing many digital synthesizers can't do today, is it couldn't emulate a filter retrigger when the new note was triggered. So kind of like when the retrigger switch on here is turned off. So I could do some leads that sounded kind of Moog-ish with my CZ, but I like much more what this can do. So, any of you out there who might have an old digital synth, there is still cool life for it. Hopefully you enjoyed this little demo of the Casio CZ-1 running through the Erebus Analog Synthesizer filter. None of the sounds, again, came from the Erebus right now. This was all the CZ-1 running through the Erebus filter. Very cool. Kind of an interesting combining of digital and analog. I like that a lot. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers. Okay, here's some more examples because I just love the way this sounds. Wow.
Thank you.